next, you can send the fractions after, like once we are starting, okay? Alright. Okay, do you have any doubts so far?
Yeah, I was just writing my notes in another book because this was a little bit rough. So I was going from the starting. So can you draw um can you draw an obtuse angle?
Sure. Obtuse angle or obtuse angled triangle?
Obtuse angle triangle. From the angles I was writing and then for
Okay.
obtuse triangle.
So okay. So obtuse angle is the angle that is greater than 90 degree. Okay. So the obtuse angle, so the measurement is greater than 90 degree, right? So
All three
how
sides
does a
are greater.
90,
All
sorry?
three sides are greater.
No, that won't be possible. Only one angle will be obtuse. Okay. I was saying only one angle will be obtuse. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is 90 degrees, right? This is how you draw 90 degree, or this is how you draw 90 degree. So any
Yes.
one angle will be greater. So let's say this is my 90 degrees. So this is the 90-degree angle. So so if I draw an angle like this is 90 degree. But like if you move a little, like if you tilt it towards the left, right? So this is greater than 90, right? Now it's greater than 90.
Yes, it is.
So like so the triangle will look something like this. Okay. So if you draw it like this, they look the same, but what obtuse angle triangle mean is one of the angle will be greater than 90 degrees. Okay. So it will be better
Okay.
if you use a protractor to understand it. Okay.
Okay.
So one of the angle will be like, let's say 170, and then you can join the remaining two. So something like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Give me one more minute and then we'll start. Okay. Okay. So let's start. We're already like 10 minutes have passed. So we'll start anyway. Okay. So today we are going to do also give me one second. What we can do is we can solve the questions from your book till Tasmeen joins, and if she doesn't, we'll start a new topic. But there were a few questions that were actually really good, so we can do them. Like we can solve them. Give me one second. You can also open your book if you want. Okay. Tell me once you can see. Like, can you see the PDF?
Yes.
Okay. So the first exercise was also the like very similar. So they kind of merged the first exercise. They don't have like a separate exercise for medians and altitudes. They merged it with the exterior angle one. Okay. So let's solve one question. Okay. Let's try this one, C part. So we basically have to find the angle that are missing, right? X, Y, and Z. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think? Where should I start?
Mm, wait. Are we doing 6.1?
Yes.
Yes, the third one, right? Okay.
Tasbeen, am I audible?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please switch on your video. Why are you late? You're 10 minutes late.
Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay. Make sure to join on time, okay? Otherwise, you will miss out on the topics, okay? Okay. Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
Zainab. Okay, so does mean we are doing this question. This is from Zainab's book. So it's a really good question. So you can draw this in your notebook also, and then we will start.
Okay.
Any ideas, Zainab? How will I find x?
No, it's
No,
kind of
it's
difficult.
it's right in front of you. What is 135? It's an exterior angle, right? So
Yes,
135 should be equal to what?
exterior angle.
Yes, yes, yes. But if you look inside the triangle, it is equal to what? What two angles should I get?
You should 40-degree, and
No, no.
we can take
See,
135.
this triangle, this is the
90,
triangle. Okay.
90-degree and
Yes,
90,
90 and 90 degree and
40-degree.
how 40? You can't take two angles like this. They're like the same in the same line. You have to see it like this. So 90 plus x. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Not 40, but 90 plus x. So here from this way, you will find the value of x, right?
yes.
Okay. Now you will find the value of x. Now what about y? If this line is
Mm,
90, like if this is 90, this will also be 90, right? So one
yes. So
angle is 90. Mm-hmm.
now it will be 40-degree, right? With 90?
Yes. Yes, very good. So 90 plus 40 plus y will be equal to 180. Okay.
Yes.
Or, wait. This is correct, but they haven't introduced, like in your exercise, they haven't introduced angle sum property yet. So it's better if you use the exterior angle property only. And how will you do that? Here 90 degree is the exterior angle, right? And
Eh,
now it will be y. So 90 degree will be equal to what? These two angles. These are the interior angles. So y
Why?
plus 40. Okay.
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 Yeah. Yes.
Now what about z?
It will be. It's an exterior angle, so maybe we'll take 135.
No, that's so both of them are exterior, right? So 135 is also exterior and z is also exterior. So
Yes.
we can't take both of them.
So
Thing.
are we gonna find y and then take y?
Mm-hmm. See, uh, what I how you can find it is this is in a straight line, right? All three
Yes.
angles are on a straight line. So what did I tell you in the previous class? If there are all the angles on a straight line, their measure is 180. Okay, because why? Because this is forming a straight angle. And what is the measure of a straight angle? It's 180 degrees. So when you add x, y, and z, what will you get? You will get 180. So from here you got the value of x, here you got the value of y. Now whatever the value you have, you will put it here and that will be equal to 180. Okay, and the reason will be angles on a straight.
Okay.
Clear? Now Tasmeen, what about you? Is it clear? Should I explain again?
Ma'am, can you explain it again?
Yes. Uh, so here what do we have? We have to find yeah. Can you guys give me 1 second? Okay, so what do we have here is we have to find three angles, X, Y, and Z, right? We have to find the missing angles using what? Exterior angle properties. Okay. What is exterior angle property? This mean?
An angle that is outside the triangle.
Hmm. And what is the what does the property say? What does the property mean?
Ma'am, to add,
To add when you add two interior angles, the sum of that, like the sum of those angles is equal to the exterior angle. Okay. So now we just have to figure out which angle is exterior because they have given us two triangles. So for each triangle, we have to find out which is exterior. So this you can clearly see is that 135 is outside the triangle. And if this is outside, so what two of them are on the inside? So the opposite of them. So X and 90 degree. This is the sign for 90 degrees. So you can write that 135 is equal to 90 plus X. Okay. From here, you can find the X angle, X. Okay. Now for y, if I look at y, the y triangle is this much, right? So for this 90 is outside. So that makes it an exterior angle. So this is also an exterior angle. So what is the interior for this? Y and 40. So in this way, 90 is equal to 40 plus y. Okay. And the last one is a straight angle. It's forming a straight angle. What is a straight angle? Like a right angle is 90 degree, right? So a straight angle is the one that measures 180 degree and it looks like this. Okay, so if so are these forming? These are forming a straight angle. So when you add all of these, you will get 180. So from this value and this value, you put these equated to 180 and find the value of z. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Write it down. Zainab, did you write this? The ones that are the equations so that you can solve it after the class, okay? Does mean you also just draw the figure and write the equations that I have marked, okay? The ones that are in the boxes,
Okay.
you can write them. And then after the class, you can find the value. And I will ask the value in the next class from both of you. What did you get?
Okay, ma'am.
And whenever you're solving these questions, make sure to write the reason in the bracket. Okay. So for here, you're using the exterior angle property. So in the bracket, you have to write exterior angle property. Or when you're using the angle sum property in the bracket, you will have to write angle sum property. Okay. Like what is the reason? You can't just write anything in maths, right? So the reason you'll have to write.
Ma'am.
Right now, like, so let's start the next exercise, and that is related to two specific types of triangles. Okay. So in the last class we did angle sum property, and previous in from before the and before that we did exterior angle property. Now let's do. So what are the three types of triangles that we did in the beginning? in terms of lines. I mean sides in terms of sides. You are on mute, Zainab. If you're saying something, unmute yourself.
Scalene triangle
Hmm. Then
and scaling
unmute
triangle,
yourself as mean.
scaling triangle, and
Does
it was three,
Equilateral
right?
triangle.
yes, equilateral. Yes, correct. Does mean
And
last one.
uh, isosceles triangle.
Yes, very good. Isosceles. Okay. Scalene, no sides are equal. Uh, for equilateral, all three sides are equal, and for isosceles, two sides are equal. So in this exercise, we will focus on equilateral and isosceles. Okay, mainly these two, mainly isosceles, but equilateral and isosceles. Okay, so these two. Okay, now let's start. So if I want to draw an isosceles triangle, how will it look like? Two sides equal, one is not equal. Okay, so
Isosceles
this looks like
triangle
an
can come
isosceles triangle.
in 90-degree, right?
No, that's right angled triangle in which the angle is 90 degrees. Okay,
No, like
so
it
both of them.
inside.
Can you
It
repeat?
can it can come inside 90-degree, right?
It can. Yes, it can. Yes.
Okay.
Uh. Okay. So here, okay, before that, let's consider equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal, right? So what is the sign? We use this sign. We just draw a line. So that means all of them are equal. Okay, so the pink line you can see here, that means all these three are equal. Okay, so what happens is if the lines are equals, that means the angle falling on them are also equal. Okay, so this line, and this line, all of them are equal. So that means all the angles will also be equal. Okay. And let's find the angles then. So if one is x, all of them will be x, right? Because all of them are equal. Okay. Now, from angle sum property, what do we know from angle sum property? Am I audible? What do we know from angle sum property?
It's equal, matlab, like x equals
Mm-hmm.
30.
No, no, angle sum property. What does the property says? What does the property says? This means Zainab, anyone. What does the property say? What does it say? We did it like what does it mean? Like hmm?
It's like all the sides are equal. If all the sides are like equal, then everything must be like in a way.
No, no, no. This is what I just said last class. Remember last class I told you about angle sum property. What was that? Angle sum property of a triangle. I made a box also. This and all the three angles, the sum of the three angles is 180 degree. This revise after the class. Okay, I won't be repeating again and again if you guys are not revising. Okay, so angle sum property is basically angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. That means add all the angles, that should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, and what are the three angles you see here in this
X.
figure? Yes, so angle 1 is x, angle 2 is x, and angle 3 is x. So that is equal to 180. So 3x is 180 degree, right? On adding all the angles, I'm getting 3x. And x will be equal to, this is in multiplication, we'll go in division. So x is equal to 60 degrees. So that means all three angles are 60 degrees. So if it's an equilateral triangle, all the angles always, okay, no measure, no matter whatever measurement you have of the side, the angles will always be 60 degrees for an equilateral triangle. Okay, whether you take 5 centimeter and draw an equilateral triangle, whether you take 10, 20, 13, 17, any measure, the angles will always be 60 degrees. Okay, clear, both of you? Write this down.
Yes.
Write down equilateral triangle, angles of equilateral triangle. Hi Nurush, can you hear me? Um, do you have a class right now? Okay, who is your teacher? Like, who's your teacher? What's what's the name of your teacher? Can you hear me? You can type it in the chat box. If like, am I audible?
Then, ma'am.
Okay, let this be right, then we will continue.
Done, ma'am.
Done, Tasneem? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now from this, let's move on to the, so that's all for equilateral triangle. Okay, so we don't have much on this because we know that the sides are equal, and because of that, all the angles are equal. So there's nothing else to find in that. So if a question comes like prove all the angles of an equilateral triangle are equal, so you can just write this. Okay, this will be your proof. Okay. Clear to both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now let's come to the isosceles triangle. Okay, so isosceles triangle will have two sides equal and one unequal. Okay, so isosceles
Wait.
triangle.
No.
So let's say these two sides are equal and this one is unequal. So to show that the sides are equal, I'm going to mark them, right? So these two sides are equal. So let's name the triangle as well. Triangle AB. See, and these two sides are equal. Now, can any one of you guess from the previous question what happens when the sides are same? What did I say? If the sides are same, that means
The the triangle is 180.
no. The triangle is 180 in all the cases, whether the sides are equal or not. But what happens when the sides are equal? You were saying something, Tasneem.
Nothing,
Tasneem,
ma'am.
were you saying something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so what happened when equilateral triangle had the same sides? What happened to the angles?
All the angles were together 180 degrees.
No, that's just angle sum property in general. Okay, whether it's isosceles triangle, whether it's scalene, whether it's equilateral triangle, the angle sum property is there that you add all three angles and you will get the sum as 180. But in case of equilateral triangle, what happened was when all the sides are equal, that made all the angles equal, right? So if one, like all the sides were equal, that meant all the angles are also equal. So now relate that to isosceles triangle. If two sides are equals, that if two sides are equal, that means two angles will also be equal. Okay. So if two sides in isosceles triangle, two sides are equal, so that means the two angles of the same sides will be equal. So this side AB is equal to AC. That means that means angle B and C are equal. So I can write it that AB is equal to AC. That means, therefore, angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, write this down. Write the heading isosceles triangle, make the triangle. Then is it clear what I said? Switch on your
Yes,
video
ma'am.
Ma'am,
because I cannot see you.
done, ma'am.
Done, both of you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now this is it for isosceles triangle also. Now I have some questions from Zainab's book. Let me share the PDF. Tell me once you guys can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the 6.7 equilateral and isosceles triangle. This is the proof they have given. And okay. So now so these are the questions. Okay, question number 6, then. Okay, this is also a good question. We will do this one. This one also is nice. We can do this one. Okay. All right. So the screen has gone blank from my side. Okay. So they are saying find the value of x and y of in each of the following figure. Equal sides are marked by dashes. So these are the dashes, and that means these sides are equal. So let's look at the figure. Let's look at the second figure. What is angle y equal to? If the sides are marked equal, what is the angle y equal to?
45.
Yes. So this angle is 45 degrees. So if this is 45, this is 45, can I and how will I find x?
We'll plus both of them.
Any other way without calculating? We did this
And
in the previous class.
Ma'am, we have to subtract with the exterior angle.
There is no exterior angle. Okay, this one. Okay. We don't have to subtract, but we have something related to 75. I told you a new term in the previous class. Something related to lines and angles.
We need to add 75 and 45.
No. This looks like what? This is a vertically opposite angle. Okay. 75 and x are vertically opposite. Right? They are forming an x here. So 75 is equal to x. So here x will be 75. Okay. Clear to both of you?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to, okay. I want you to revise the concepts like whatever we did in the class. Make sure you revise that before the next class. Okay. Because I'm
Okay.
asking the concepts from the previous class and you guys don't remember it. Okay. So make sure to revise it. I don't mind repeating it if you have a doubt, but when you guys are not revising, then I will not repeat it. Okay? It's another case when you have a doubt, but you also have to revise and solve on your own. Okay. So what about this angle? X.
X is 40 degree, right? Because there is a dash.
Yes. But also, what about this? Like in this case, 60, and this should be vertically opposite, right? So 60 here, and when you talk about the dash, this will be 40. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What about E?
In E,
Ma'am,
both of the X is yeah, both of the X is 60, and because it's vertical, Y is 70.
Okay, how are the X is 60?
Because in a triangle, X is 60, X equals to 60.
No,
When you do,
that's when it is the right. Then that is when there's a right angle triangle. But there is a 70. If one angle is 60, all of them should be 60 in an equilateral triangle.
okay,
In an equilateral triangle, all the angles are 60. Okay, but they've already given one angle as 70, right? So this is correct. Y is 70, but what about the others? Any other property that we've done before?
do we have to plus these 70s and then find it from 180, minus it from 180?
Yes. Yes. We will use
Okay, so I
angle sum property.
yeah, I got the answer, maybe 140.
So 2x plus 70 is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 70. How much is that?
ma'am, the answer is
180 minus
20. Sorry.
10.
how much? Wait, one by one. What is your answer, Tasbeen?
No, no,
My
Okay,
answer
Jenna,
is
what were you saying? Your answer is
110, 110, 110.
for subtracting, right? After subtracting, or
Yes,
the final answer? Okay, so now x will be equal to 110 divided by 2. So how much will that be?
it's going to be
55.
Very good.
55.
Getting the same answer, Jenna?
Yes.
Okay, so that if one x is 55, because both of them are x, so the value will be same, and also because they are marked as same. Okay. This one, this I gave you as homework also.
The D1?
Mm-hmm.
Did you give it from my textbook?
Yes. No, I gave it from the one I was teaching, but it's the same question here also.
Okay.
Is the figure clear? So the triangle is something like this. And then here it's x, here it's x, y. These two lines are equal and this is x. So you have to find the x's.
So ma'am, we have to find only the x.
Yes. And the y also.
Ma'am, the y and x.
Mhm.
Um,
I have to reload the page. Any idea? It's very simple. Look, it's right in
Ma'am,
front of you. Yes.
ma'am, there are three x's. So angle 1, angle 2, and
Hmm.
angle 3 equals to 180.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
so all the x are 60 degrees.
Okay. But these angles are outside the triangle, right?
Um,
Can
in
like
X,
do sorry, what Zainab? Can you repeat?
they are exterior angles, so it's the same.
Even easier. There's something even easier. What is the term that we did? Like we used this in the past three questions. They are intersecting, right? They're forming an X here. So what are the angles that are intersect, form an X? What do they look like? What are they called?
Vertical angles?
Yes. Yes, vertically opposite angles. And what are vertically opposite angles? They are equal. So this means the like the explanation you gave is correct. But you can't but why cannot we use it? Because the angles are not on the inside, right? The angles are outside. The X is outside. So can I bring that inside? Yes, these are vertically opposite angles. So if this angle is X, this is also X. Okay. And so this angle is x, so this means this is also x. Now what about y? Y and x are vertically opposite. So what does that mean? That y is equal to what? It's equal to x. So now you have three x's on the inside. Now this means we will use your explanation of 3x is equal to 180, and so each x will be x is equal to 180 and x will be 60 degrees. Okay, so this is equal to 180 and so x will be equal to 60 degrees. And because x is equal to y is also 60 degrees. Okay, clear to both of you?
Yes.
Mhm. So it
yes, ma'am.
was very easy. You didn't even have to calculate, but you need to remember a few things. Okay.
Ma'am, so if all the, like, for example, in exam, if they ask this question or in the test, then instead of like using like instead of the exterior angle, we can convert the exterior angle like, into interior.
Yes. Not really. Not always. Only when it's intersecting, okay? So let's say the triangle is
All the
something
angles.
like, no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Um, so let's say this is my, yeah, let's say this is my triangle and the angle is here. So if you extend this, then you will get this angle. So it's not going to be of any use, right? So you won't be able to do this. This is because the question was like this. Okay. Write this down, both of you.
Done.
Okay. Let me write it down, then you will cut.
And ma'am,
Okay. Uh, all right. So, okay. So the mean left and okay, I think she got disconnected. Okay, I change this. Can you not the screen? Sorry, Zainab got disconnected. Sorry. Uh, can you see the screen, Tasneem?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's start with the last, not really the last, but property related to triangle. Okay. So for like till now we were doing the properties related to the sides. Sorry, the angles. Now the property is related to the sides. Am I audible, Zainab?
Yes.
Okay. Now we were starting a new property. We are starting a new property, and that is related to the side. So far we did two properties. One is related to or and both of them are related to angles. So exterior angle property and angle sum property, right? But this property is related to side. This property just means that let's say I have a triangle. So let's say the sides are 5, 3, and 7. So now, what this property says is that if you have three, if you have three sides, right? So when you add two of them, it should come out as it should be bigger than the third side. Now I'll explain what I mean. What are the measurements? 5 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 7 centimeter. This is the triangle A, B, and C. Okay. All right. So now I said that when I add two sides, it should be bigger than the third one, the sum. So so first I will add 5 centimeter plus 3 centimeter, and it should be greater than what the remaining side, that is the 7 centimeter. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Now that is greater to 7. So first is correct. What are the other two sides? 3 plus 7 I can do. And it should be greater from what? The last side, which is 5. So 3 plus 7 is how much? 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 is greater than 5. Okay, so this is also correct. So the sum should be greater than the last side. Now the last one is 7 plus 5 should be greater than 3. So 7 plus 5 is how much? 12, and 12 is greater than 3. Now what's the purpose of this? So if all the three sides are like, if this is same, if this is valid for all the three sides, like for one it's correct, second is also correct, and third is also correct, that means we can form a triangle. Okay, so that means this triangle is possible. Okay, now let's see a case where it's not possible. Let's say I have a triangle. Let me draw another one. Yes. So let's say I have this triangle, and one of the sides is 2 centimeter, the other is 3, and the last one is a little bigger, which is 8. Okay. Okay. So what are the sides? 3 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and 8 centimeter. Now you will be telling me what two sides should I add. Zena, first you go. What are the two sides that I should add?
The 8 3 plus 8
Hmm. This should be
2.
greater from what? Very
2.
good. So 3 plus 8 will be how much?
It will be 11.
Yes, 11 is greater than 2. So this is correct. Now Tasmeen, you go. What are the next two sides that I should add and check?
Ma'am, 3 and 2. 3 plus 2.
Okay. 3 plus 2 should be greater than 8. Right? 3 plus 2 is how much?
5.
5. And is 5 greater than 8?
No.
No. So if this is not, so that means this cannot be a triangle, right? Because all three should be equal. Let's check the last one as well. What's the last one?
8 plus 2.
Yes. So 8 plus 2. It should be greater from
3.
3. So 8 plus 2 is how much?
10.
10 is greater than 3. So this is correct. But this one is not correct. So that means this triangle is not possible. So why did I make this? I just made it and wrote the measurements, right? But if you use a scale and then you try and draw it, then it won't be possible to draw. Okay. So this triangle is not possible.
Yes. Because
So,
one
ma'am,
side is big.
Yes. Yes, correct. Because one side, like because one of them, like the sum is not greater than the third side. Yes, Tasmeen.
ma'am, I don't understand, like, how do we find which the answer is correct or no?
See, all of them should be like the sum should be greater than the individual side, right? So in the previous example, the sum, that means when we were adding and getting the answer, that was greater than the third side, right? So 5 plus 3, 8 was greater than the third side, 7. Here also when we added, we got 10, that this was greater than 5. This also 12 was greater than 3, correct? Now, if we did the same thing here, added two sides, 3 and 8, and we got 11, which was greater than 2. But when we added these two sides, they were smaller than 8. And what did we want? We wanted them to be bigger, but they were smaller. Okay? So in this case, this was not valid. 8 is greater than 5. So that's why this triangle is not possible, because all three of them should be like the sum should be greater than the individual side. Okay. If one of them comes like smaller, then it's the triangle will not form. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Write this down, both of these examples.
Done.
Can we move this to the triangle? Done, ma'am.
All right. So is this clear what we did in today's class?
Yes.
Okay. So from tomorrow, like from the next class, make sure you guys join on time, okay? Because we started 10 minutes late. Both of you joined late. So make sure you join like 2 minutes early. Okay, I'll join the class as soon as I end the previous class. So make sure you guys are already there. Okay? That we don't
Uh,
miss out on anything.
Ma'am, I was saying
Hmm.
that you just said that my textbook is similar to the one which you are making us to do. So can I do some questions
Mhm.
from my textbook also while you're doing from here?
Yes,
Like the same topic
yes.
in my
And
book.
yes, I wanted to say that only that uh what you do is start solving the questions from your book, and when you have a doubt, you can ask them in the class. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Uh okay,
Oh,
welcome.
ma'am.
Do you have any doubt, Tasmeen? Mm-hmm.